Welcome to Pedals and Stuff. Please remember to comment, like and subscribe because your support is absolutely hugely appreciated. So thank you to all of those who already have subscribed. Anyway, today, Analogman. Do I need to say any more? Analogman. If you don't know Analogman, please check him out. Really famous, so most of you will know him. But the pedals he's comes up with and has for a long time are just beautiful things, and this little box of joy is also an incredible pedal. It's a Beano Boost. So a Beano Boost is their take on the classic Rangemaster treble booster circuit, and all we really need to say about this is just think about those classic tones out there like Brian May, Tony Iommi, Clapton. Just a ton of people used a Rangemaster to get their tones, and so often we kind of jump onto the bandwagon of overdrives. The latest overdrive, we've got to get the latest overdrive, you know, oh, how transparent is it, and you know, let's get on this. Oh, so many fads out there, right? But you can't beat a classic little box when you want a classic tone, and this really seriously delivers. Really simple to use. We've just got how much boost you want, really. Goes up to around 18 decibel of boost, and because it's a treble booster, it really excites the high frequencies. One thing I love about it is it kind of gives that kind of classic bluesy chime as well. You know, as well as giving you kind of AC/DC rock tones and Black Sabbath tones and stuff like that. Like I said, it also can provide that kind of little chime that sometimes I feel is missing, and it really helps to cut through the mix because it's exciting all the right frequencies. So yeah, really easy to use. All we've got is this one dial, as I said, that just changes the amount of boost that we're pushing the front of our amp with. Also a lovely micro switch here, so in the middle position, classic Rangemaster, and then push it up and it boosts some extra mids in there, and down some extra lows, and that is all it needs to do because it is so beautiful anyway. We don't need 50 different dials and 100 diode settings and, you know, little flick click switches on the back to do whatever we want to do, and you know, who cares? Just turn it on and enjoy. It's beautiful. Let's take a listen. Alright, so let's check out how this pedal sounds and what it actually does. So I'm using humbucker loaded guitar. It's a Hartung Embrace. Beautiful thing, check them out. Right, so the amp, Two Rock Studio Pro 35 set. So it's ready breaking up. We want it breaking up really because if we have a clean amp with a ton of headroom, so say you're using like a solid state amp, like imagine you had a Roland JC 100 or something like that, right? And you hit it with a treble booster, it's just going to sound really trebly, really spiky and really loud because we're just going to get all that extra volume from the pedal and all those treble frequencies emphasized. Now if we hit a tube amp, which is on the edge of breakup, that extra volume, as with any boost pedal, like a pure boost pedal or whatever, is going to saturate those tubes and push it into further overdrive. The thing with a treble booster, particularly one like this one, which is just really high quality, is that it boosts those awesome frequencies that we really want to cut through a band. So sometimes, to be honest, they don't sound that nice when you're just playing at home because they are trebly, right? They're treble boosters, but in a live situation or in a mix, they can sound absolutely awesome. Anyway, this is the guitar without the pedal again. And then with the pedal, which is in the middle. Neck pickup. Bridge pickup. So as I said, you can hear how all those treble frequencies are just emphasised, and it really, really does increase that volume and increase the gain, right? So let's go again without the pedal. Pedal back on. So you can hear that there is more sustain, there's more saturation, there's more overdrive there, and the frequencies are just cutting, man. They are absolutely awesome. Right, let's have a little play with how much boost we can get out of this. I'll start low and we'll turn it up as we go. There you go, solo. There's nothing there. I mean, it's just pure AC/DC territory, that, isn't it? I mean, it is awesome. We've heard it in the middle, so we're going to go up above that now. And let's have a bit more. And then neck. So I'm purposely keeping what I'm playing pretty simple and holding those chords so you can kind of hear all the overdrive tones and all the kind of harmonics going on in that. It's quite a complex sound. I know it's really trebly, really cutting, and I think it is just awesome, but there's a lot of harmonics going on in there. It's quite interesting. Right, let's see how it sounds as I roll back on the guitar volume, okay? See what we can get from that. So still on the neck. So it gets a lot quieter. I don't think it's ever going to really clean up. It's just too much boost going into the amp, and the amp's already overdriven a bit anyway. So, but yeah, it cleans up a little bit, but that's not really what you want to use it for, is it? Right, just a little bit extra there, a little bit more juice, so right up now. Neck. Bridge. That is just so cutting. I absolutely love that sound. Right. So then the other thing, obviously, that this pedal does is we've got that beautiful little switch on there. which changes between like a low and mid boost as well, right? So let's have a little play with that. I'm going to put the boost back to around halfway. Alright, so let's do it as it is again. Let's go to the mids, so switches up. And then down to the lows. Oh man, that is a beautiful, beautiful thing. So I'm going to put up a couple of screenshots of my EQ so we can kind of see which frequencies are kind of being boosted by each of those. That'd be quite interesting, I think. And yeah, that's the playthrough just about done. I mean, I think it sounds awesome. I'm going to do another video as well. I've got another one which I'm going to get up about just treble boosters in general, where I feed this pedal into a couple of different pedals as well. In fact, let's just do a little bit of that now as well. Right, so I'm going to feed this into an Analogman Sunface and see how that sounds. Alright, back in a sec. So this is something else that's pretty special about treble boosters and will work with any amp really, a solid state one as well. So they are also awesome, not just to push in the front end of an amp, but pushing the front end of a dirt pedal. Just, they do a beautiful job, so check this out. I've got a Analogman Sunface BC108, so that's a silicon fuzz face style. And then let's have a check of that. But first, actually, this is the amp sound now, so I've purposely set it much cleaner. So a little bit of dirt, but much cleaner. And the reason for that is because I want the pedal to do the work rather than the amp, right? So here's it with the fuzz face, or Sunface I should say, but it's a fuzz face pedal. So here's it with the Sunface. It's such a beautiful thing. It's so dynamic, amazing pedal. Anyway, we're not talking about that pedal, we're talking about the Beano Boost. With the Beano Boost, the treble booster going through it, check out this. So what we can hear is that it's really just pushing the front end of it, but also accenting, emphasising again those lovely frequencies that just cut straight through the mix. So you can see how a treble booster like the Beano Boost here is much more versatile than you imagine. This Beano Boost is staying on my board, I tell you what. It gives a great volume increase when you need it, but it also really pushes the front end of either a dirt pedal or an amp, emphasising those frequencies that you really want when you want to cut through. But again, just by itself, it really gives you those kind of classic rock tones, doesn't it? That AC/DC tone that I got there for a little bit. But Queen, you know, lots of really famous bands used treble boosters to really push their amps and brighten up those dark tones that they had in some of them. Right, that's it. Hope you enjoyed it.